making the final, especially given the history of the Pulse, especially if you look back 10 years ago, and that sort of time that you talked about?
Yeah.
You've been here the longest, Paul.
Well, you were here when I started.
I was here when you started.
And then I stayed around, and then Yvette came back because she missed me. But it's
Totally.
we were on a massive buzz ever since we made the semi-final. Then we realised we had a home semi-final, and that was huge for us. And then winning the semi-final was just, we've been on this buzz and high and history-making episode for the last however many days, and making the final was huge for this group. It's a very young and experienced side, and we have realised what we have done, and that belief that's in the group to get us here. Not everyone thought that this was even anywhere near possible, and we always had that belief in ourselves that this was going to happen. Unfortunately, that result tonight wasn't ideal. That scoreline doesn't really reflect how hard fought it was. I feel like it was a good game, and the girls just still fought their heart out right until the end. I think we might have been quite good in the last quarter, but the Southern still definitely deserve what they've done. They've had an amazing season, and they just showed how great they are.
I guess you mentioned it in your speeches, but it was good to get in the final. I guess from a competition point of view, you would have liked a few big players away, but to have everyone back, so it was a true final with Wendy and TP back.
Oh, absolutely, and you wouldn't want to have had the game without them. It wouldn't have been the same. So we've been certainly appreciated what they've done to get here, and it's absolutely significant. And when you have adversity like that, you tend to grow a whole lot more. So no, we were really pleased that they were in the game. I think it wouldn't have been the same, but lots of learning for us. Most of them, we've got 4 who are first year in ANZ, haven't played in ANZ before, new combinations, and we're incredibly proud of how they've come together. We obviously hoped for more in the final, and certainly feel in parts we let ourselves down, but we're put under a lot of pressure too. So, yeah.
It would have been going into the final. What were your targets? What areas were you looking the most to sort of to concentrate on to get over the Steel?
Yeah, we didn't talk about numbers as such. We were really aware that our biggest piece of challenge was getting off to a good start, and we were trying really hard to make sure that we had a strong warm-up and that we went out nice and strong. And we turned the first ball over, so that didn't go so well, but then we got the next one back. But yeah, look, I think our big piece was around actively defending, and that was everybody one-on-one defence and having the ability to contest. And in parts when we did that really well, because, whilst Janelle is the person most people talk about, she's just one player on there, and it's hard work for these guys if we leave it for the last line. So that was a key focus on defence. And on attack, having the confidence to move the ball, and when we did that and let it go and played with the confidence that we have all season, we were much more effective. But at times, again, we maybe got a little bit overawed and held the ball and got a little bit isolated from each other. So lots of learning, but still incredibly proud of this group.
Katrina, you and Phoenix, you guys were working overtime in that circle. The speed the ball was coming in, must have been very difficult to stop that.
The Steeler side have been together something like 4 years now, I think, and those links are there, and they're stuck in stone. So when they get put under pressure, they know where each other are, they know where to put the ball, and they can do it at speed, and it's really hard to mark, and it's a true credit for them to staying together for as long as they had. And I feel like if this team can stay together for a little bit longer, it's only going to grow. Our like Yvette said, 4 new ANZ champs players, and they're only going to learn from this and grow in leaps and bounds. And this season we've grown a lot with our character and how we deal with things, how we play each week, and it's just, I think it's a huge positive for us to get here and only learn from it and give us the space next year, and it could be totally different.
So developing those links is probably that's just a time thing. It's not something you can rush.
Absolutely. Time is an amazing thing. Those invisible links are huge in any sport, and especially netball when you let the ball go, and you can see it with teams that have been together, and it's pretty special when you see the Steel and they have links like that. It's lovely to watch.
And the game itself got very willing at some stages. There was
everything on.
Yeah. I guess you wouldn't expect much less though.
No, you want a competitive game, right? And that's what we all are, competitors. And we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to win. And no matter how much you're up or down by, you're going to give your absolute all and do anything you can to get the ball back. And that's what we were showing tonight.
And can I just ask Katrina regarding the Premiership and the Silver Ferns. What is this going to develop the New Zealand game in a direction that's going to be able to take on Australia? And
I believe so. I think this competition this year, NZ Premiership, has been huge for developing our younger players to come through, and I think that's helped our experienced players learn from them just as much as they're learning from us, and it's making us realise that, you know, we don't have to play like Aussies to be successful at netball. We can do our own game, and I think throughout the season you've seen glimpses of very special netball that hasn't been seen before, and that's a true credit to the young players coming through and really showing us what we should do. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about watching that New Zealand Under 21 team go off to World Youth Cup and see what they can produce.
Jenny, you seemed to get quite a blow to your arm at one point. What happened there?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I was a little bit nervous there.
It was a bit dead.
Yeah, I was hoping it was still attached.
You still feeling it?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. She'll be right. So, we'll have a couple of wines and we'll be fine. It's all good.
Pretty noisy up there tonight. How was it like to play?
Oh,
That warm-up was, when you're the visiting team in Invercargill, it's always challenging, and in the warm-up is where you produce all your energy from, and that's where you need to lift, especially when you're away from home, and that was very difficult to do here tonight because it is so loud. And that's, you know, for credit to the Southerners, they love their netball and they will do anything to help their team win, and they did that tonight. It was some of the times it's a pretty interesting crowd, but most of the time it's not good.
You must have known it was going to be a big challenge. Like you were up for it. How did it feel going in?
Oh, we had so much belief, and we've been feeling amazing for the last few days. And coming here today, we've had such a good day. Everyone's on a massive high. We just really appreciate being here and how much work we've put in to be here, and we love each other's company. We really enjoy our build-ups, our changing rooms, the meetings beforehand. We love every aspect of how we do things, and we went into this game with a lot of confidence, and it just wasn't our day, and Steelers are a great side, so it was a very hard battle.